And welcome in to episode 7 of Osrynn Tales Dungeons and Dragons Live. Let's get in here a bit of a recap. So far in our adventure, the heroes have gone from the small coastal city Asari along the swampy equatorial coasts of the continent of Firon. You have ventured forth from this small little village, and you have come across some goblins who've been using the undead to mess around with the livelihoods of your fellow Rinkind here on the planet Osrynn. And not taking kindly to them raising the dead and causing a muck, you've ventured forth to put a stop to their vile deeds. Some of you got captured, but saved. And beaten and battered, you've returned to Asari. You've solved the mystery of the empty, kind of ghostly logging camp, which didn't turn out to be ghosts at all, but instead a living machine that had taken everybody prisoner that worked there. Putting that right, you've come back to town to face down the goblins once and for all, now that the town of Asari is going to have a steady flow of lumber to build walls and battlements to protect themselves from the denizens of this swampy region. Along the way, you have met up with a group of lizard folk, just refugees, I guess you'd call them, who've been pushed underground by this goblin threat. And you brought an offer to the town of Asari from the lizard folk, saying you would work together and try and take back this small peninsula called the Black Reach, now that it is covered with the undead. You say you would work together with the lizard folk to take back what they claim as ancestral hunting grounds. The deal being you work together to fight off the goblins and the undead, and then everything east of Asari is going to be lizard folk territory. Everything west and north of Asari will be Rinkind territory to do with what they want. Lizard folk just want their little peninsula back. And we are going to bring it in to episode 7 with you guys. If you need any kind of supplies in the city, you've been there for a few days, so if you need ropes or a couple of potions or whatever, you can use the price in the book. Just mark that stuff off as you need it. But we'll assume that you guys have restocked and are ready to head out. The only thing we need to know is since we are down a player, I offered the remaining folk I offered them the opportunity to bring along one of the NPCs. If you guys wish to do that, just let me know. If not, we can move out from Asari. Just let me know where you're headed. Are you gonna you're headed back to the lizard folk, or if you're gonna head somewhere else?
Okay. Well, what were our options for the NPC? It was David, Fane, Brock, or Lay. Right?
Layla, yes. So you have a shape-shifting druid whose primary thing is damage dealing via animal forms, but he does have a few healing spells. David is your gunslinger. He shoots things with
Guns
guns,
are cool.
and he can do some cool magic stuff to like buff the party.
Magic's cool.
Then we have Layla Kelwan. She is the spell sniper. She can shoot things from a really far away and still be super accurate about it. Celestial Warlock. Feeding into her Azamar heritage. She also has a slight bit of healing. And then you've got the dirty cop Fane, the halfling.
I say we leave Fane at the lumberyard. He's very nosy.
Yeah, he is a cop.
I think for me, the choice is between David or Layla. Layla, if you can see it, she can shoot it.
Basically, yeah.
She can also do this with her healing spells.
I have not traveled with these adventurers yet, so I would not know the difference. I say if you feel comfortable with Layla, then that sounds awesome to me.
All
How
right.
about
I
you,
second
Dama?
that.
I'm good with Layla.
Layla, it is.
Well, sounds like we have
Yay,
a
Layla.
consensus. You swing by the temple on your way out of town. Let Layla know that you're ready to give the goblins what for. She agrees. It's been a while since the last excursion where she got kidnapped, you know. It was a rough time for her, but she's had some time, you know, to kind of ease into things, right? And she's ready to try and bring justice to the people who once saw her harm.
Sweet retribution.
Sweet retribution indeed. Okay, so what is your plan? You guys can head back. I mean, if you guys are wanting to take on the goblin stuff, two paths ahead would be either going to the lizard folk and kind of letting them know that you're willing to work with them, or you could attempt just a direct assault.
Where's
On,
that at on the map?
where
I
you-
need a little bit of.
The lizard folk are back by the ghost ship.
Okay.
So bring zoom for the camera, but so yeah, the lizard folk are at a cave that basically dots the eye in Asari. It'd be just above the white border there.
Okay.
That's like the entrance point to the cave. It would take you like a day or two to get there, depending on travel conditions. But that'll take you back to the cave for the lizard folk. The other place is, you know, from the lizard folk, that this is sort of like the headquarters of the goblin army, basically. They're using this location here, which is an old human fort that the lizard folk took from the humans when the humans first moved to this peninsula and encroached on their hunting lands. It's an old human fort that the goblins are now in, and they're like running most of their stuff out of here, and they're using it to kind of protect all their holdings in the rest of this area. So you could make a direct assault on the goblins, or you could head back.
That sounds like a
To the-
terrible idea.
I'm just saying you have options. I'm not saying they're good options.
Yeah, let's not go head on into the. Can we not do that, guys? Please.
I like the lizard folk idea.
Yeah, that works for me. Lizards?
Let's do it. Let's get in there with some lizards.
Reshi,
Hey,
Yes.
I know these lizard folk are a little bit not pleased with the smooth-skinned folk. Would you mind if I assumed your form?
Absolutely.
So it would bother you? Or
No, no,
it
no.
wouldn't bother you?
Absolutely. You may assume my form.
Okay. So I'm going to step off to the side for a second and use my sweet, sweet changeling ability here. And since I have seen Reshi, I will use my shape changer, and I should look pretty much exactly like her, except in different clothing and with silver eyes.
see. Just the thought of a changeling morphing is kind of gross.
Off to the side so people can't see this. That's probably a ugh kind of moment.
I always imagine things in the grossest ways possible anyway. It's never like you dissolve into a mote of light and then return. No, I'm like envisioning bones snapping and readjusting and like it's never good in my imagination.
Like the werewolf on American Werewolf in Paris
Yeah.
or London, American Werewolf in London.
Really any kind of werewolf that I know about.
I'm looking at my gear, my items, things like that. I'm feeling pretty good right now.
Feeling pretty good. You don't need any like want a healing potion. They're like 50 gold. If you need any rope or any grappling hooks, that kind of stuff, you can find that in chapter 5, Player's Handbook.
I would much like to buy. I'm just gonna say four vials of oil.
Sure. The prices are in handbook. Probably just a couple silver. All right.
Where's my book?
You guys travel halfway there in about a day. Your travel goes pretty well. It is springtime in Osrynn, in this part of the world, and it rains off and on, kind of a cold, still more winter than summer, spring rain. But it doesn't slow you down too much. But camping is not going to be good tonight. It's going to be cold and wet and kind of gross.
I mean, like camping.
Yeah, kind of like camping. Do you guys have bedrolls and tents, or do you have traveler's clothes as well? It's gonna be cold tonight. If you're not warm, you're gonna need to make constitution checks against the cold. Otherwise, you might not get a good night's sleep.
I do have a tinderbox.
Tinderbox. You could keep a fire going. You'd have to sleep, all very close to the fire. But yeah, we can make a check for that during your people's watches.
I have just my bedroll, so it's gonna be a long night for me.
It's gonna be a long night. All right, so basically, this is going to be, if you don't have something, or if the fire goes out tonight, you'll have 1 level of exhaustion going into the next fight.
Would I be okay
Or into the
retreating
next
into
day.
my shell?
I mean, your shell is still a part of your body. Like, a turtle and a tortoise, their spine are like fused into their shell. So I gotta think they feel their shell. I don't know.
Is there any way for me to look around for some like some half-ass shelters?
Well, I was gonna say I do have a tent, but it's a 2-person tent, so
So 2 people would be still sleeping outside. But
You know who your best friend is, so.
you guys can choose
Well,
someone.
I was gonna say I look like you. I would probably pick the same tent.
Never mind. I have a blanket.
Do you have a blanket?
I do.
Okay, I think with your shell and your blanket, you'll be good through the night if you don't want to be in the tent and let one of the other people be in the tent.
I'm good with that.
I mean, however we want to work out some kind of rotation, we do have a tent for 2 people.
That's true. All right.
Would you
what
like
is,
me to Constitution?
not quite yet.
Okay.
We are gonna have a fire. So if the fire goes out, I just want to know where people are, so I could ask for those constitutions if things go badly. But what is your watch order?
I'll go
I'll be on
first.
first watch.
Well, okay. She'll go first.
Spring for a hotel. Rowan doesn't look like he can handle the elements.
Dami will
doesn't.
go second.
Oh, second.
Oh, I'll go third.
I guess I'll take last watch.
All right.
So I'm going to the rest of the crew here. In case the fire goes out, I'm going to hand whoever's on watch. I'm going to hand Reshi, because she'll do first watch, this flask of oil. I'll give her a flask of oil so that she can get a good fire going if she needs to, if it goes out.
Okay.
Alrighty.
So you can go ahead and add a oil flask to your inventory.
Rachel, I would like Reshi to make a survival check for me. This won't be a super high DC.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Right past us.
It's a critical fail is
Jeez.
not going to it's not gonna pass. If you want, you can use the flask of oil to re-roll that survival check.
Okay, what do I do if I do that?
You use the oil.
You just use the oil.
Okay.
Like, use the oil to put on the fire. Try to get the fire going again.
Okay, so what do I need to roll for that?
So if you want to use the oil and get a re-roll, you just roll another survival check.
That's better.
That is going to be good enough. You're just trying to keep a campfire going. It's not the most difficult thing in the world.
Yay!
It's just, with the rain and the winds and stuff, campfire can still go out occasionally. For your part of the watch, things go well. I do believe Damu said he was going to take second watch. Is that correct? Same thing for you, man. Except I don't think you have an oil flask to get you through the night. So, give me a survival check to see if the campfire stays lit during your watch.
Had I realized
Oh.
it was raining, I would have planned ahead better.
Oh, it's gonna be lit tonight. Jeez.
The critical.
Tamu has none fucks to give.
Yeah,
That
the,
fire's never going out.
You get that fire going, baby. It is warm. When at the end of your rest, you actually have to like lay down 2 or 3 feet further away from the fire than where you were laying before. That brings us up to Genie with Rowan's roll.
Yep. I'm rolling a survival.
Yes. These are gonna be survival checks here.
Got him.
17. You keep that fire lit and rolling all night long.
Woo!
I'm not even gonna make Sangretti roll because you guys got 3. You eventually got 3 successes with that oil coming in hot for a reroll. I was looking
that a
for.
pun?
I'm gonna sit by the fire and just
Yes,
drink my
yes, it
water
was.
skin of ale. Let's
All
do
right, getting an early start on the day.
It's how, look, I'm just happy.
Don't forget who started that fire, guys. Okay.
You let it go out though.
Always remember.
She got distracted. Butterflies are pretty, okay?
All right, you guys made it through the night. None of you guys are gonna have exhaustion moving
Hell
into
yeah.
the next day. By the end of the day, you are approaching the cavern where you guys met the lizard folk. I want everybody to make perception checks. No advantage on the rolls or anything. Just give me a perception check.
Perception?
Yeah.
8.
An 8, a 12, Reshi. Is it
12
an
for
11?
me.
And a 12 for you. It starts off slow. You think you hear something, kind of brush it off. Then you stop, 100 feet later, you're just like, wait, was there something there? Kind of shrug it off again. But you go another 100 feet or so, and you're kind of rounding at this part of, actually, I guess I should back up. This part of the coastline here is sloped continuously upward. So for this day, you've actually gotten out of the swamp and more into like normal foresty area as things dry out as you slope upward to this coastal cliff that's like 150, 200 feet tall from what you remember when you were fighting this ghost ship, right? So you guys are coming around the kind of like a small cliff kind of thing, outcropping of rocks, like a larger hillside. When it dawns on you that the sounds that you've been hearing for the last 100 yards or so is the sound of combat.
Insert
guys,
Final Fantasy music here.
It's been fun. If you guys want to go in there and handle your business, I'll stay out here and take notes. Is that cool? Can I do that?
I suppose I just need to show you how it's done there, eh, bro?
Yeah. I don't. Question: what's the weather like right now?
It's cleared up. It's kind of cloudy.
Okay.
Sift is still in my form, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, Sift is
All right.
still looking like you. We'll have her token on the map normally, just so we know which one is which. But yes, she looks like you. I'll put you guys on the map down at the bottom, sort of in the middle. You on here. You guys can put yourselves where you want to be once you are on there. Genie runs and hides behind a tree. Fair enough.
Sift can't move herself.
Sift can't move herself. Me? Check my DM abilities. You should be able to control it. Hold on. Do that. And do that. Save changes. Alright, try moving it now.
It is not letting me. It's dragging a box.
Try dragging your own character to the map.
Yep, can move it perfectly fine.
All right, is everyone else cool?
Yes,
I'm
I was
good.
able to move. Mhm.
Yeah, I can move.
All right. Then we shall continue. The scene that you see before you. You guys come up. You've just rounded a curve in the trail. Seen the the battle going on in front of you, and run up to the to a bit of an overlook right now. You guys are overlooking the scene from where you are. This you're about 20 feet above the sort of lowest point here. So this little kind of what looks like a riverbed kind of deal. You're about 20 feet up from here. It rises about 10 to 15 feet for this little platform, and then all the way across the map, there's like a place that's about equal height to where you guys are. Just to give you the heights of this battle map. But you see there are undead. You see there are goblins. You see there are bugbears. And the lizard folk. These lizard folk look a little different than you would remembered them being before. They're wearing a lot more fur in their attire. Almost like a kind of like a padded hide armor kind of thing. Even the group that was in the caves that had spears and stuff, they were mostly just wearing kind of just like cloth draperies, you know, some fur here and there, but they were basically like peasant attire, right? Like commoner clothes that you would think of the lizard tribes. These dudes that are out here are definitely like some backup that they were able to find, or maybe they, you know, met up with another tribe in the about the 2 weeks or so that you've been gone. But the lizard folk guard are also looking strained. They are outnumbered, and you think that this is a crucial point in the battle at which the tides could turn for or against the lizard folk. I want everybody to click on their character on the map and then roll for initiative.
What about Layla?
I will grab Layla. Thank you for reminding me.
For simplicity's sake, I will roll initiative in here so it actually works properly.
Yeah, that would be helpful. Thank you. Since Layla is a character, I will just do her stuff as a character.
Oh, yeah, rocking that sweet, sweet 3. Well, hold on. What?
I'm gonna pop her character sheet.
Why didn't it apply? I was clicked on my character.
I don't know, man.
Oh, now it wants to work. Okay. If you want to adjust me down to a 3, it didn't work the first time for some reason.
You should be able to adjust yourself on there. Get some character sheets ready. If it doesn't work, I'll do it before.
I got it.
All right, cool. Yeah. I gotta get the monsters and stuff, you know.
Dama and I rounding out the bottom of that initiative order, just making sure everything's held down.
I did pretty well. Thank goodness I'm hiding behind this tree.
Yeah.
We'll look at what we roll here. What are the
Hey,
other-
Rowan, if you get hurt,
Yes.
you're going to want to stay near me.
Don't worry, I never get hurt.
Unless
Just
you
putting it
open a
out there.
gate.
I hope you fall out of that tree.
I haven't climbed the tree yet. I'm hiding behind the tree. Thank you very much. Climbing the tree would make me a coward. Hiding behind the tree is strategic.
Intelligent. Yeah, yeah.
It's strategic.
Oh yeah.
I'm waiting
When
for my
I
moment.
when I hear the words Rowan Janae, the first thing I think of is intelligence.
And not a coward.
And not a coward. That's also yeah.
So you've heard the stories.
I have heard the stories.
All right. Good.
They're almost unbelievable.
Well, you know what? You had to be there. You had to be there. True stories, though.
Doesn't translate well in song. You know, it's one of those you got to be there.
Oh,
moments.
he's gonna be there.
Toss a coin to your Rowan.
Yes.
All right. Do I have? All right. Let's check this turn order now and see if we've got everybody on here. Lizard folk and zombos and skeletons and goblins and bugbears. Oh my! Jinx, do we do? Is that still a thing that we do?
No, it's a thing. You owe me a Coke. I'm just saying.
Oh no.
Oh dang, dude. All right. Well, we're making jokes earlier about people inventing the funky Col Medina. I'm gonna need Rowan to invent me the. I'm gonna need you to invent Coca-Cola now.
I mean, a fizzy
I'm a bard,
carbonated
not a wizard. all right?
beverage.
I do not know. I do not understand what is this Coca-Cola. I don't.
Well, first you take the cocaine.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now I'm
That's
starting to
about
follow.
Yes, of course the bard understands cocaine.
All right. That's going to be actually Genie. Rowan is the fastest on his feet today, apparently. You run up behind this tree. Are you going to run up the tree?
I'm not gonna run up the tree. No. How far away am I from this little group of three here?
You grab the little icon on the left hand menu, you know, where like your pointer and all that stuff.
Yeah.
The one that looks like an upside down Q. You can use the ruler.
So I'm about 45 feet. Okay, cool. I got an idea.
Well, lay it on me, big boy.
This is gonna be cool.
I'm in. Let's do it.
All right. I want to take that rotten feed I have,
Yes.
and I want to throw it at the zombies,
Okay.
and then cast a spell.
Well, throwing something is
that-
going to be
that-
an action.
Is that going to be the action? Shit, I can't do it
Yeah.
at the same time.
Well, depends on how you're throwing it. If you're trying to throw it at them to do anything significant,
I'm not
that,
trying to
like,
hit. Not necessarily just like.
if you're trying to like
Throw it-
distract them or something
just
along
throw it
those
above 'em.
lines.
Just throw them above them. Just toss it in the air above them.
Okay. I mean, that might be a free action. I don't know if you can throw grain 45 or 60 feet, though.
This is true.
Do you have like a sling?
Let me see what I got here.
Or do you want to just throw the pouch?
Throw the pouch.
You could throw like the little packet of grain at them, yeah.
Yeah, throw the whole packet of grain at him.
Okay. So
I
you're
don't know what this is gonna do if it does anything, but we're gonna see.
if you're trying to like distract him or something, we could have you make a roll. If you just want to throw it out there randomly to see if anything will happen, I can make a luck roll and see if something happens.
I wanted to hit it with my pyrotechnics and see what would happen to it.
Oh yeah, I mean, you can do that as part of your casting of the spell, sure.
Yeah.
Grain explosions are a thing.
Yeah. That's fair.
I don't know if they are or not. I just want to see what would happen.
All right. Shoot out that spell then. We'll say you're using the grain as part of a material component.
How do I do that?
If you have the spell on your character sheet under spells,
Yeah.
you could try clicking on it and seeing if that works. Alright, so choose an area of magical flame. Okay, so you would set the bag on fire and then throw it. Fireworks. The target explodes with dazzling display of color. Each feet within 10 feet of the target must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or become blinded until the end of the next turn. Or you can make it smoke.
Well, they're zombies, so I'm having an idea that they might be flammable.
Flammable. I like where your head's at. Currently, though, pyrotechnics can only do two things. You can try and blind someone, or you can cover the area in smoke. That's specifically what pyrotechnic does. But I like your style.
Damn it. That's fine. We can try to hit them with the pyrotechnics and blind them.
Try and blind them. All right.
Yeah. I wanna scream, "I'm helping!" while I'm doing it. I'm helping!
Right. Traditionally, zombies have a pretty good constitution, so let's go with them first. They rolled a 7. That probably does not get above your saving throw. Skeleton also. Wow. Coming in hot with a 15 skeleton. Jesus.
Hard
what
to blind
is
something
your...
without eyes.
That's true. What is your I bet your spell is your spell, yeah, tongue tied. What is your spell save DC? That should be at the top of your spells page on your character sheet. Should be
14.
in the top
14.
boxes there. 14?
Yep.
15 is actually going to be enough. It's going to beat your 14. The zombie here, let me grab it with the DM side of things. This zombie is going to be blinded, so I'll put this lightning bolt on him. It's kind of hard to throw a bag of grain, so I'm going to say that the bag kind of falls into this square over here.
Did it bust open?
Yeah, it busts open.
Damn it.
Flash bang of fire. As the skeleton and zombie turn around, and at the noise, they see the big flash. And the zombie starts kind of staggering now that he's blind. But the skeleton is looking back towards where that thing is come from, and it is going to be the skeleton's turns. The one that looked back at you kind of hisses, kind of just like this otherworldly, hollow kind of thing, before turning back to the lizard folk that's nearby and attacking it with its short sword, I believe. Yes, with its short sword.
Sorry, lizard man, I tried.
Attack of 14 on the lizard folk is not going to hit. The skeleton clacks against its armor.
Woo!
And the lizard folk hisses out in Draconic, which some of you guys can understand. Reshi and oh man, Damu. I wanted to call you Turtar so bad from
Nope, that's my cousin.
from the other
You said
game.
it's in Draconic?
Yes, it's in Draconic.
Cool, I can do that one.
You can do that one. Nice.
Draconic and Celestial with Common.
Cool. Yeah, so it hisses out. It says, if we are to survive this day, you must save the younglings inside. We've got this fight out here.
It didn't look like it, so I threw my stuff.
I mean, it
would've
looks
saved
one
that
way.
I
It
would've
looks
saved that grain.
No, you're good. You're good, Genie. I'm saying it looks like it could be a losing battle out here.
I mean,
This
I yelled
guy-
that at him.
this guy is
I yelled
just-
that at him.
Oh,
That's-
I thought you said that out of character.
no, that was in character. I wouldn't have thrown the grain.
He's like,
I was saving it.
he says, I'm glad you did. It distracted these fools.
Okay. Now I'm gonna shut up and continue hiding behind the tree.
The other skeletons around the battlefield start doing their thing, using some of them shooting arrows at the guards by the cavern entrance. Over here, you can see to the left of you, there is a group kind of on the ground. A skeleton fighting with a short sword, but just on the other side of a small little sapling tree, you can see kind of standing on a hillside. There are two skeletons firing in on to the guys at the doorway, and there's some other skeletons around the battlefield doing their thing. But not to dwell on those enemies too much during this cinematic battle. I have made some rolls beforehand, so I know how much damage and stuff they're taking. But we'll flash over to Layla. She looks towards the rest of the group for some guidance. She wants to know if you guys want to head into the cave or if you want to help clear things up here. She moves to the front of the cliff here to get a better view on the battlefield so she knows who to shoot.
I vote for killing stuff on our way in the cave.
Killing stuff on the way
Primary
into the
objective.
cave.
To get in the cave, but killing what's in our way on the way.
Agreed.
Says,
Where
gotcha.
is the cave, though?
The cave is at the top of the screen. If you follow this kind of direction and then
gotcha.
go
Okay.
north, there's like a dark kind of, right here where the pings are.
Yeah, I totally agree with that.
All right. Layla's going to step up. She's going to fire across this opening, this sort of alley made by the trees here. Gonna shoot right down this opening at that zombie. She's got her Eldritch Blast.
Warlock power!
So hopefully that works. A 7 is not gonna hit, though. Even with all of her boosts with
Bonuses.
spells, sniper, and ignoring cover and all that. 7 is just, I think, a little too low to hit a zombie. Barely too low to hit the zombie, but still. Those of you standing right next to her, Reshi and Damu, you see her hand kind of quiver as she quickly kind of steels herself again to fire on the next round. She is going to take a few more steps forward, so it's 5 feet, I think, to get there. She's going to slide down the sort of rocky thing here and move up behind this to this side of this rock here. It's about, I think, as far as she could go with her movement. She's basically in one of those positions where she's like waving everybody like this way. Reshi, that is going to be you.
So what I want to do, because I'm not really sure what is going to happen with these following enemies, I'd like to kind of hold my breath weapon. I'd like to get to a position where if they start coming our way, then I can, on my next turn, potentially damage them with that.
Okay. Let's see what we can do.
I think I can
your
move
breath-
40 feet.
I mean, if you moved in there, you'd be able to.
You could,
Hit
yeah, you
these
could actually
two.
hit him this turn if you wanted.
Yeah.
Okay, then that's
You
what
could
I'll do.
run
I'll
up and
move
do
and then
that.
I'll hit. Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. So you'd have to move to, one of those 2 squares. That's fine, as long as they're
There?
15 feet.
Yeah, okay.
You'd probably want to, you'd want to step 1 step back.
So you don't accidentally
Yes.
nuke our
like
friend.
right there.
So yeah, you don't hit the lizard guy. Because you have to
Gotcha.
be 15 feet away from those two guys and 20 feet away from him. Your breath is 15 feet cone of cold, I believe.
Yes, I'm gonna roll that.
So that is going to be Constitution, I believe. Yeah. DC
That'd be
11
very
Constitution
good.
save. The zombie definitely gets hit by that. He did not make his Constitution save. Just double checking conditions stuff. Looks like he's good. All right. He takes a staggering kind of step as he gets hit by your cold blast breath. The skeleton coming up as well staggers as it takes some cold damage. It's okay, so that's what it has for its conditions. Let me. Ooh, baby. You do a lot of damage to that skeleton. It's been a while since we've played around with the skeletons and the zombies here, and I forgot how few hit points they have. He really staggers and is looking like he is about to fall apart, but he is still standing. He is severely injured, though. The zombie looks worse for wear, but still pretty strong. Is there anything else you want or like to do on your turn?
No, I'm gonna hold with that.
All right, very cool. Seeing as how you guys are kind of in battle now with some of these guys, sort of what we'll do from here on out is the guys that you're currently like actively helping to fight, I'm gonna roll for. But again, I have a lot of the numbers and stuff already worked out ahead of time because it's like a massive battle, and I wanted to save some time. So we'll just these are gonna like see how they affect different things on the battlefield. So the lizard folk, these guys are fast. You know, like well, you've seen some lizards that like when they spook, they like skitter like real fast. Like they use that speed when they're fighting. These guys out front are using kind of javelins, and they got shields up, so they're kind of like stabbing, kind of like spear and shield kind of technique. They each get to make 2 attacks on their turn with multi-attack. They're fast. The lizard folk in front of you guys, kind of down that alley, fighting the ones that Reshi just blew on. He's gonna try and take out the skeleton there. He actually drops his javelin and pulls out a heavy club on his belt. He is going to try and club this guy with a 20 on the attack.
Clonk.
Baby. Oops, I had to click that with the other mouse. Heavy club coming in. 5 bludgeoning is just enough. You see this skeleton boy shatter. The frozen bones splintering and cracking apart as this heavy club just topples through them like a bowling ball through bowling pins.
Get him.
The lizard folk is going to make the next club attack at the zombie. Going to go try and cave its head in. That is also going to hit. For
Nice.
8 bludgeoning, it knocks the zombie pretty hard in the head, but it's not quite enough to take it down. Then across the field here, the one that the blinded group here that Genie was helping out, you see him stabbing at it with one of his javelins. Whoops, I clicked multi-attack, not javelin. Haha. He subs at the skeleton first. He's going to hit with a 16, and he's going to also hit a 22 against the zombie. So 8. Ignore the +2 for the, or +4 piercing. It's just 8. He did not critically hit. And the second one's gonna take 7. All right. No goblins or bugbears are in battle yet. So we will skip over those guys real quick. We'll land on the zombies. Zombies are just gonna make some attacks back at the lizard folk right now. So while I roll those, we'll come up here to Sift. Let's see here. They're gonna, one's gonna slam each of the 2 lizard folk. You see the one off that got blinded is gonna fail with a 6, and the other one who's injured is going to punch at the other lizard folk guy, but very weakly as it is nearly dead. Sift, what are you doing?
Sift is gonna move with that frightening speed to come. Oh no, I hit the wrong button. Sorry, it popped me out of the game, folks. But she's gonna come up right next to Reshi there, 30 feet forward.
Okay.
And she's gonna fire an Eldritch Blast right into that sucker as she's moving.
Alrighty.
We got a grand total of 20. Not a natural 20, but grand total.
A 20 to hit a zombie? Hell yeah. What's that? What's that damage?
1d10.
What's that damage, baby?
Gonna be 7.
7 damage. Hell yeah. 7. Coming in on that zombie guy. You're going to Eldritch Blast the back of his head wide open. The zombie slumps to the ground, kind of as it was about to take another swipe at the lizard folk. His arm just kind of limply smacks off the shield. His body kind of just collapses to the ground. The lizard folk hisses a thank you in Draconic. He turns to face the bugbears kind of behind him. Anything else on your turn?
On the battlefield.
You better save that thing, dude.
It appears docile. Go now, beast, for it is battle time.
It seems a powerful companion.
It does seem a powerful companion.
Unfortunately,
Don't eat those grains. God
that's
damn it.
all I can do for this turn.
That's all you can do on your turn. All right, finally bringing up the rear. Our teenage, but not mutant or a ninja. Our teenage turtle cleric. What is going on, my friend? The group is heading northwest down this old riverbed, heading towards this cave. Taking out undead. And looks like some bugbears next. Also, I should mention, everything in this map is climbable. Just as a kind of a, if you guys want to take circuitous routes, yeah. It's just gonna be difficult terrain.
I'm gonna move here, and then I'm gonna launch my trident at that hurt skeleton to my right.
Okay. Does being blinded have anything when people attack you? Good. I know the skeleton's not blinded, but the zombie is. Oh, attack rolls against the creature have advantage. Nice. That lizard folk. I think the lizard folk hit him anyway. The 16 is gonna hit the is going to hit the skeleton. So give me that damage, baby. 4.
Cuatro.
Hell yeah. That skeleton is bone meal.
This is a pretty good opening turn.
This is a really good
cool.
opening turn. You guys are a level higher now as well.
Yeah.
Fighting these things.
Well, I was just looking to balance it as we ran towards the cave. I didn't know you could blind people, Rowan. That is so fucking powerful.
Hell yeah.
I'm doing things.
You ran up your
so
30
cool.
feet. Yeah, that looks like we're gonna come up to Rowan's turn now.
All right.
Back here at the back of the pack,
Yeah,
where you like it.
How far can I move?
I believe standard is 30 feet.
Yes.
I'm a little bit behind you guys right now.
Well, somebody's got to watch our back.
Yeah. Okay. Can I get over here? Can I get to like here? Is that doable?
You can probably move. You can
You
move 10 more feet if you wanted to.
You can get on top of the rock awesome there.
Put me on the rock.
All right. Yeah, you're
Yes.
you're a performer and stuff.
Put me on the rock.
I like to imagine he's aerial right now.
I think you're putting on a show, right? Why don't you give me a performance check, Mr. Bard? See if you can leap to the top of that rock and impress people. Oh, buddy, with a 19, you just you do the coolest
+8?
like bards get guitar, on your knees. You just jump up, you slide across the top of the rock real cool. You're up there.
Flippy, spinny shit.
Let's see here. Trying to think of what I want to do.
Well, until the end of your turn, that guy's blind, so if you decide to attack, you'd have advantage against him. Otherwise, if you have something within 45 feet, or 50 or 60 feet, these guys up here look to be where your party's headed next.
What are these guys? These guys in the front row here. These gentlemen, these fuzzy gentlemen right here.
So let's zoom in for the audience here. These guys right here are called bugbears. They are related to goblins, but they are man-sized, 5 to 6 feet tall. They're covered in a sort of like skin tones are going to be kind of Caucasian, with dark brown patches of fur, like very hairy chest, hairy back, hairy forearms, hairy legs, kind of thing. But in patches, like their shoulders and along their sides and on the abdomen and stuff, they are losing that fur coating, right? So you can see like Caucasian skin underneath. They lust for blood. They are chaotic evil creatures. All they want to do is kill and pillage and bathe in the blood of their enemies.
Okay.
You would know based on some lore, they will work for ones more powerful than they are. This current group is seemingly doing, working for a devil guy that the people ran into on one of their former excursions. The name Drazan was used in reference to him. But yeah, these guys are basically just fighting because they like fighting and they like following powerful leaders.
All right, can I use vicious mockery on this cat on the right here?
You can use. Yeah, you can use vicious mockery. I was thinking
like
of hellish
cantrip.
rebuke. Yeah,
Cantrip.
yeah. You can use vicious mockery on him. Roll that. Roll
Mother
that.
was a Sharpay. Hit him with it.
Hit him with it. Oh,
Let me
yeah.
see. I gotta roll now,
I think click your click the spell name for me real quick. Put it up in the chat so I can read it.
I got it.
The target can hear you, though it does not need to understand you. It must succeed on a Wisdom saving throw, so a DC 14 Wisdom, or take 1d4 psychic damage and have disadvantage on the next attack roll it makes before the end of its next turn. All right. So I gotta.
So you just rap battled it.
Yeah, basically. He dunked on him so hard, verbally, that 15. He just barely makes the save.
Yeah.
He shakes it off. He does understand you. He's not very happy about it.
Well, his mother shouldn't have been a Sharpay then.
Exactly.
That's very true.
It'd be that way though.
Sometimes it do be that way though. All right. You guys aren't currently in combat with any skeletons. So they're gonna do their thing, fighting lizard folk. Layla's gonna move up 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, I think, right? Maybe we count that 5, 10, 15, 25, 30 to there. I was actually definitely gonna move her 5 more feet. And I feel like she can see down this alleyway. That guy. The trees, I think, would be in the way to reach that guy. So she's going to try her Eldritch Blast again. I think an 18 is going to hit. Yeah, it's the bugbear. Eldritch Blast. She's going to do 1 force damage.
Oh my gosh.
Dude, that's what it was doing to me yesterday.
Yeah, that's rough.
It can be. It be like that sometimes.
I'm going to just double check her.
Zap off a piece of hair.
Get on him.
Let's check her invocations real quick. I don't know if Layla's built with extra damaging ones or not. Where are the? Huh.
They have Eldritch Spear and Fiendish Vigor, so there is no extra damage.
Which spear? Oh, is it on the other character sheet?
Yes, sir.
Gotcha. All right. Thank you very much. So length, and what was the other one?
False Life at will.
Gotcha. Okay. But that's an
That-
action, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, in that case, the bugbear's gonna take 1 damage, and it's gonna be Reshi's turn.
Okie dokie. How to figure out how far I can move the snap thing?
The oh yeah, you can move 40 feet because of monk increases your speed.
I'm gonna stand there and I'm gonna go after this bugbear here on the left.
You don't have anything that makes ranged.
That's true.
do
I
you?
can't really do much. Guess I can hold there and see if someone else comes up with me, or
Yeah, you can do that. Oh, you can prepare attack. You can try and like intimidate a bugbear into attacking you as well if you want.
how would I do that?
You can just roll, say something nasty, and then roll intimidation.
Fuck you and your mom.
Damn, son. Give me that.
You just went right in on.
Yeah. Oof.
Intimidation.
Give me that. Yeah, give me that intimidation roll.
I'm negative on that one. Okay, this will be fun. Oh, I got a 15 then.
15. That bugbear looks at you. It looks mad that you dissed its mama. It looks like it's probably gonna attack you, so you can go ahead and hold your action, and then on its turn, you'll get to kind of cut them off and do some cool kung fu moves.
Sounds awesome.
Remember, you can do special stuff when you hit them now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, so the lizard folk are gonna go. Let's see. The first two attacks here are gonna be the left lizard folk going against the guy who is paying more attention to Reshi. Why do I keep hitting multi-attack? God damn it! Sorry, guys. A 17 and a 14. The first one will hit the guy, but the second one bounces off the bugbear's armor. And then the other lizard folk is going to fight the other bugbear real quick. An 8 and 11 are both going to miss. There are no goblins in combat. And there's another. So now it's the bugbear's turn. So let me quick remove the damage from him. Alright, he is going to take a step forward this way, provoking an attack of opportunity from the lizard folk, but let's hear what Reshi is doing first.
This specific guy?
Yeah, that guy is coming in. You dissed his mom. He wants to fight you, and he's now within range of your martial fury.
I would love to do an unarmed strike.
Hell yeah, get to punching.
Because, oh man, it's not too bad. I mean, it's not great.
The 9 is not gonna. You punch him right in the face, and his face doesn't even move.
He just looks at me.
Oh man.
You do have your key
I knew that
points
was
though,
coming.
so you can flurry of blows, and when you flurry of blows, even cooler stuff can happen.
Let's do that.
So you can make as a bonus action, you can make 2 unarmed strikes. A 14 also not quite enough. He just bats your arm away as you try to throw another haymaker at him.
Well, I'm sure glad we.
You do have
So
one
I'm just
more.
glad that I talked shit to him. That worked out great for me.
You do have one more flurry of blows. You get 2 for a bonus action and a key point. Wow, another 9.
I'm rolling out, man.
Whoa.
He's
That's-
just a chunky,
this-
chunky dude.
Yeah, this bugbear they're very strong and very angry. And the last time you came face to face with one of these guys, you know, they pack a wallop, and that, you know, he's a very, very strong boy. The lizard folk will get his attack of opportunity, though, trying to stab this bugbear in the kidneys with his javelin. He will do very well. Trying to help you out. So minus another 6 there. Trying to help you out a bit. This bugbear is looking kind of mad, and he's going to attack you, Reshi.
Great.
Yeah, this you see behind you, or behind him, sorry, you see that his morning star is on the ground. He reaches down to a javelin kind of sticking out of his leg down by his knee. He just pulls this out, and he's going to make an attack on you with a javelin. That's going to be a 20 versus your armor class.
Holy crap.
Yeah, he rolled a 16 plus 4. So I believe 20 is going to hit, right? I think you have like a 16 or something armor class, maybe?
It's a 14. Yeah,
A 14. Oh, wow.
Yeah, he's gonna hit me hard.
So yeah, he does 10 piercing damage as you feel just the utmost strength and power behind these creatures as he shoves this javelin like through your shoulder. You feel the pierce and the crunch, and then the wooden shafts kind of give you some splinters in the shoulder as the whole thing just gets shoved right through your shoulder. The spear tip popping out the back. Is a lot of damage coming your way. 10 piercing damage to Reshi. Then some zombies are gonna get into some stuff. The one over by the other lizard folk is duking it out now that he's not blind anymore. But we're gonna come up to Sift. You just saw Reshi get freaking stabbed through the shoulder. How do you respond to that?
Sift is having none of that, and she still looks like Reshi, so she's going to haul ass to right here. And when she reaches that point, she is going to cast Mirror Image. But
Ooh,
when I cast Mirror Image, I kind of want it to look like Rowan's pyrotechnic effect. And I suppose from the Bugbear's perspective, there is now 5 Reshis around.
Yes, that's
Hell
very
yeah.
true. Mechanically, though, the mirror image is only going to affect you.
Correct. But flavor-wise, it looks cool.
Yes, flavor-wise, it does look cool. I gotta set some ground rules. I can't be setting precedents for crazy trickery later on.
Yeah. And that's all I can do. I'm just gonna sit
Mirror
here
image is an action.
and prepare.
Okay. Damu, this is your turn.
Reshi, what is your hit points?
I just took 10, so I'm at 11 right now.
Yeah, she's about halfway down.
Question:
Yeah.
Did I get to keep that temporary hit point from the last?
Temporary hit points would only last until a long rest is completed.
Also,
Okay,
it only
not
lasts
how
an
this-
hour, so.
Okay, so I need to pull that off then. Just asking, making sure.
Aw, didn't cast it.
Let me check your character sheet real quick. Healing word. So you see under the gear here, if you're looking at your character sheet, the output here would be still be an attack, but you need to put the dice in healing 1d4. Add ability mod. Ability. Why is that? Did you click on that? Huh. Why is that reading out as the spell card instead of? Whoops.
It's weird like that.
That should be right. You have it. Oh, does it need to be? Oh, maybe this spell attack ranged. Nope, that didn't fix it. All right. Well, we know healing word does 1d4 plus your spellcasting ability modifier. So just roll that d4 and add your wisdom to it. We'll try and fix this off camera. Why is this not working? It's really weird. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Wisdom is a 3, so 1d4 plus 3.
What would it be plus my? I have that discipline of life thing.
Oh,
yeah.
I don't know what that does. Sorry. We'll have to. It's at least 1d4 plus 3, but it's probably also plus something else.
I'll go check.
It's another 3 on it, so it'll be 1d4 plus 6.
1d4 plus 6. All right, sounds good. You could heal her completely if you roll 4. You heal her completely.
Nice.
Thank you, Dame.
Boom. And
You
that was a bonus
feel-
action, so I could still attack, correct?
Yeah, you can if you have an attack.
Oh, cool.
Reshi, you hear your cleric companion speak a word of holiness, and inside your shoulder you feel the wood kind of splinter and dissolve away as the tip of the spear and the haft on the front side of your shoulder fall to the ground. You then feel the wound close. You are fully healed. Left a pretty cool scar, but you're fully healed back to your maximum HP.
Amu, you are the best.
Yeah, think nothing of it.
How are you going
So-
to? Attack.
That bugbear that's on the other side of Reshi, will I have to take disadvantage to throw my trident?
Not disadvantage. No,
Okay.
he would just have half cover, so he gets a +2 to his AC. So you'd have to hit an 18.
Well, then I missed.
14, yeah. It's not quite enough. The trident sticks into the ground a little bit over to the side of him before it dissolves into light and returns to your hand as per the magic enchantment from David. All right.
That'll be my turn.
That'll be your turn. We are back to Rowan. Gina.
Okay. I want to move up. Move up to like here.
Yep, you can move 30 feet. Zipping on in.
Be right back in like 1 minute, like just like 30 seconds maybe.
Gotcha.
Good right here. Okay, cool. Let's see here. I want to. Who's all still alive right now? These guys right here, they're still kicking.
Yeah. If they don't have a giant red X through them, they're still alive.
Okay. I would like to cast. Well, how about this? Just using my bardic inspiration, does that use?
It's a bonus action, so you can still
bonus.
cast a spell or make an attack afterwards.
Okay, cool. All right. So could I use my bardic on let's use it on Sif.
Very good. How do you inspire Sith?
As in like it's like
Yeah, do you say or do anything special?
Don't die! Woo! You're the best. As Rowan is not super well vested or well experienced in this whole battle thing. He is
Fair
but a
enough.
simple entertainer, so he is learning how to best use his so he assuringly just yells, "Go Sif! Woo!" Sif looks back over, very puzzled, but for some odd reason feels pretty good about it.
I trust you. I'm into it.
Nice.
Sips into it. Yeah, you feel sort of like what you might expect an older sibling to feel for like a younger sibling who's still getting their sea legs, as it were, right? You're like, oh man, I gotta protect this kid. All right, I gotta do good now. So you are inspired with that bardic inspiration. You can add a d6 to a bunch of different kinds of rolls. Attack rolls, saving throws, skill checks. I think that's it, right? Ability things, attack, and saving throws, I think is what it is.
Let's see here. Does it will it show me?
Yeah, it should tell you. I know you're eventually
Ability check, attack roll, and saving throw specifically. Yeah.
Yeah.
There it is, right there.
Nice. I know lore bards. I think don't they get to do something different with it later on? That might not be something you have quite yet. All right, so you run up, bonus action, inspire. What are you gonna do with your full action then?
I want to use Bane
Ooh,
on these 3 cats right here, closest to us.
I like that.
This guy, and this guy.
Sounds good. Yeah. What is
So let's
Bane?
do I pick the level?
Up to 3 creatures of your choice. You can
Yes.
see within. You can cast Bane at level 2, if you want. You do have a couple level 2 spell slots.
You would get an additional target if you did.
Yeah, you could get all
I can
4
hit, I
enemies.
can hit all 4 guys, then let's
Yeah.
fire that some off.
Now that is going to be one of your most powerful spell slots if you use that here. Just letting you know. You should. You think you have
I mean,
3 level 1 spell slots? Or
I mean,
sorry,
Home
4
Dude
level 1
did
spell slots
almost-
and 2 level
Home
2
did-
spells.
Home Dude did just almost kill one of our bruisers
It's true.
with like a single.
Which is very true.
Well, you can still get that dude with your just a level 1 casting. I was just making sure, new player, you know what's going on here.
All right, we'll use a level 1 and hit the skeleton and these two
Yeah,
these two fur boys right here.
gotcha. Okay, so that is going to be charisma save? Charisma save. All right.
Rowan is very charismatic.
It's true. I think his spell save is a 14, right?
Something like that.
So skeleton's gonna have a
Yeah,
minus
14.
3 to their roll. You definitely bane the skeleton.
Get
let's
Bane,
get the
boy.
Bugbear. A 6 and a 1 for the bugbears.
Get
Everybody done got baned.
get Bane, bitches.
Whenever the target fails, the target must roll a d4, subtract the number from it. All right. Yes, let's block their hearts in a cage. How about that? For the symbol. Little heart and some chains.
Can I get a mirror image symbol? So I remember.
Sure. You're glowing like a mirror. Alrighty.
Stuck on a
That was
mirror.
an awesome turn. Bringing the skeleton boys in on this. These 2 skeletons up here on the hill are going to turn from firing at the gate. The cave entrance. There's no gate there. And they're each gonna get a shot. The one with the bane on him is gonna shoot against Genie. They're above, so they're gonna fire across the heads
I regret
without
this decision.
disadvantage here or anything like that. No cover because they're up a little bit higher, but not up high enough to get advantage on the attack for elevation. Let us roll a short bow attack against Genie. Did that pop up? Oh, there we go. Experiencing a little bit of lag. The 10 to hit Genie's armor class, I don't think is going to hit. The other one is going to wheel around. The first person it sees is a whole bunch of Reshies.
That's awesome.
I'm going to roll a d6 here. If it's a 1, it's going to attack actual Reshi. If it's any other number, it's going to attack the mirror imaged Reshi
Oh my
I got
gosh, it's
this.
gonna be
in
a 1.
the form of sand.
Come on.
It's
got
a 3. It's a 3, everybody. We're going to be shooting at sand for that mirror image. Let's see what we get here. That is a 22.
I've never used this
Force.
spell before, so give me a second. Roll a d20 to see if it hits one of my duplicates, 6 or higher. That's an 8, so it'll destroy a duplicate.
So it destroys one of your duplicates. You had how many? 3 duplicates? Or
3,
4?
so I'm down to 2.
You're down to 2. All right. Let's.
Pretty good. It's a pretty good trade.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Let's actually can add a 2 to that, so we know that you have 2 left. Alrighty. That is gonna be the skeleton's toins. I think this one will actually move
Oh, hold on a second.
up here. What's up?
Oh, never mind. It's a 22. You're good. You're good.
22.
I was just. It actually has armor, and I didn't realize that. But at 22, it's gonna hit. So.
Okay, cool. Up next is going to be the spell sniper. She is going to shoot at the bugbear, I think, again.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. Why
I'm
not?
just kidding. I'm just kidding.
She might be able to help our lizard friend too.
No,
No, she can't
please.
see him. Oh no, she could. She can see over there, right?
She'd have to move to see the other bugbear.
No, not the bugbear.
Oh,
The
over that
dazed
other guy.
zombie over there.
I mean, she could, but you guys are trying to get to the cave mouth.
Yeah, hit the bugbear. Hit the bugbear. It's mean. It's right. Look, it's like
No, I
directly in my
think the
face.
bugbear. Absolutely. I was just trying to see if she could see.
No,
over
I know.
there.
What are you,
Trying
some
to
kind of
this for Eldritch
investigator?
Blast. There we
Tactician,
go.
as it were.
20. That's gonna hit 20. It's gonna hit that bugbear. For
Yeet.
three force damage.
Oh jeez.
Man, they can hit, but they can't. All at the same time. But that does it smack him right in the face. He wasn't quite expecting that. Reshi, you see his eyes, figuratively here, hypothetically, they glow red with anger, as actual red liquid kind of trickles out of his nose, which is now a little bit more flat than it normally is, because he just got beamed in the face by a bolt of force. Speaking of getting beamed in the face, what are your little face beaners gonna do? And by that, I mean smacking him in the face with your fists, all balled up, ready to pop
Scared
him
to
in the
smack
beam.
him. Every time oh, I guess I was rolling pretty low. Okay, so I'm gonna try again.
All right.
Let's do a unarmed strike again.
It's a cat. Did I miss the cat?
Meow.
Cat is best to just stream.
I clicked it, but nothing's happening. Oh, there it is.
There we go. Unarmed strike. 17 is gonna very, very much so connect.
Sorry, I
The
didn't mean
second
to
one,
do the second one.
yeah,
that
no
was an
worries.
accident.
Yeah, it was
It
just a
lagged.
little lag there. No worries. Hey, you know what? Good to get rid of that critical miss on an accidental thing instead of it being your actual flurry of blows strike, right? So that unarmed strike is gonna hit him square on the jaw. Go ahead and roll damage for that unarmed strike.
I'm scared, y'all.
This is tense.
I'm looking for damage, so it's gonna be tense for a minute.
Just click
go,
the unarmed strike.
Yeah, click
It'll pop damage
underneath the underneath in the chat log, underneath where it says 17 unarmored strike and then unarmored strike +5. In the chat log, you just click the. It should light up red when you hover over unarmed.
Aw,
There
man.
you go. Yeah.
It's a
Hey,
5,
a
though.
5 is better than a 3.
That's true. It's true.
There's a hefty boys, you know, the strong boys. But he is not looking like he could take much more damage. So you still have the ability. You have 2 more ki that you can use before you need to take a short rest. So you could flurry of blows, but it is a limited resource.
I'm gonna hold because I don't want to waste it. I feel like we got some more big boys to go through.
All right, fair enough. In that case, it'll be the lizard folk touring. This guy will run up on that guy. These 2 will run up on this guy over here. We'll do the first 2 javelins. Or sorry, this guy's using a heavy club now because he killed that skeleton. Heavy club on the bugbear in front of Reshi. It's going to be a 21, and then a 10 is going to miss. But the heavy club does 6 bludgeoning damage. And let me just check, make sure bugbears, everything. Yeah, I didn't think. That you hear a sickening crunch as the bugbear's eyes kind of lull and roll to the back of its head, and its body crumples to the ground.
Yes.
Rip.
Miss
Technically,
Reshi has received bardic inspiration, sir.
Ooh.
so that
Mr.
lizard folk
Brown.
will turn around and try and swing on the skeleton behind him. He's still gonna miss with a 10 though. Then the other lizard folk are gonna go after this this bugbear with their javelins. So the first one's gonna make 2 javelin attacks. 10's gonna miss. A critical miss is gonna miss. His javelin snaps, forcing him to pull out his club. The other guy is gonna make 2 javelins on that other bugbear, kind of more in front of Genie. A 10 and a 15. Does the 15 hit the bugbear? The 15 just barely misses the bugbear. He kind of grabs it just as it like skates off one of his like chest armor panels for the first thrust with that 10, and then the lizard folk tries to stick him in the exact same spot, and the bugbear is ready for it. He just catches the javelin, and they're sort of like locked there now and kind of wrestling over this javelin. That was gonna see us to the bugbear's turn now. The bugbear is not happy. He is going to raise up with his morning star that this one still holds. He is going to try and crush the skull of that lizard folk. He critically fails.
I hope he hits himself in the shin. That's
The lizard folk still, he's got the spear, he got the javelin in one arm, right? He starts to pummel this lizard folk, but the lizard folk is able to maneuver this point of the javelin into his wrist, and he drops his morning star. That is going to be the bugbear's turn. There are the zombie and the lizard folk over yonder ways. Their bout finally comes to an end as the lizard folk gets knocked down. So that zombie is going to feast on some lizard folk. Also, as I'm moving around the map, I realized I
Delicious.
didn't move Layla last time. So 10, 20, 30. She's going to move up. She would be staying with the pack and not lagging behind like that. All right. That is going to bring us to Sift.
I am gonna go. Let's see. Without going directly into his range, I would like to move there so I can attack the bugbear with my lance.
All right.
Let's see. Oh. 14.
14 on the bugbear is not quite enough. They have an
He-
armor class of 16.
Bane doesn't help with that, does it?
No, Bane reduces their attack rolls.
Attack or saving throw. Well,
It's not a saving throw. To
that's
be.
not armor class yet. Yep. I'm just gonna sit here and look like Reshi.
You and
That's
your
what
two
I'm
other
doing.
Reshis.
Yep.
Alrighty. That brings us to Damu.
Okie dokie.
Gotta get through a bugbear, and then another bugbear and a couple of zombies. We're making it in that cave. What you gonna do?
Well, first I'm going to throw my trident at the bugbear with Bane.
Hell yeah.
Does 17 hit?
The 17 is going to pierce his armor and sink right into his muscle-bound bod.
Nice.
7 piercing.
7 piercing damage. You have injured him down below the point of bloodied here. He did start off kind of injured in this fight, as you know, was already in the motions, as it were, when you guys got here.
Then I'm going to move forward.
Nice. You're moving through the opening left by the lizard folk guarding you from the enemy's attacks. You can see that up the path there are 2 more lizard folk holding the entrance against 2 zombies and another bugbear.
And I think that'll be my turn.
Alrighty. We're going to come up top of the round, top of the order. Rowan, Gine.
All right. How far can I run again? 30
You can run 30 feet. Yes.
30 feet. All right.
And if you are trying to run that way, you might want to
Oh,
measure outside of this guy's threat range. He can attack these squares here. So if you want to run like that way, you could get to there, or these squares there. You could get to.
I can tell you you'd be relatively safe right here because I can help you out quite a bit if you're close to me.
All right, so I can get to like here. Well, that'll get me hurt.
Yeah, you want to try not to cross these. I mean, you can move your character 5 feet at a time, and just try and stay out of these squares that I have with this red angle.
So if you're trying to draw it out, you can right click and it'll put down a marker and you can draw from that next spot.
Yeah. I'm just saying, if you cross these 3 squares here, that bugbear will try and attack you. You can do that. You can also move diagonally.
So like there,
Yeah, that's fine.
like to
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, that works.
Okay.
That'll be
Why is it
without.
not-
You
why
have to
is it not letting me do it?
swap back to your other tool.
You gotta get to the clicker now.
You gotta get to the clicker A.
So right there.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. Let's see here. I do want to give out my. I have. Let's see who's not. Somebody's not. Is everybody bardic? Everybody's got bardic inspiration right now. We're good. I guess I could. Could I give it to this goofball here that's fighting with the skeleton?
Which one?
This guy right next to me, the lizard man.
Oh yeah. He's fighting the skeletons. He looks like he's doing a pretty good job fighting them
He's
skeletons.
good. All right, he doesn't need my help. That's fine with me. I
Yeah.
didn't want to help him anyway.
Oh, coming in with a subscription, Rachel. Thank you very much.
I don't know why I didn't. I like to do mine like by myself.
Yeah.
I'm looking. I want to. How does my horn work? I want
like
to.
your musical horn.
Yeah, I got a big horn. Item.
But you
I
can
wanna
use
use my
it
horn.
in like casting a spell if you want. If you just want to blow the horn real loud, you can do that too. Just let me know like what your intended effects of playing the
So-
horn are.
So I want to draw the attention of these goofballs at the front of the cave.
Okay.
And blow my horn, but then I want to use a minor illusion
Okay.
to cast what is perceived as a injured livestock animal.
Injured livestock.
Yeah, like right in this area in here.
Okay.
Can I do that?
Yeah. You know what? Minor image is a cantrip. So give me a performance check here to see how well like blowing the horn, and your minor illusion kind of
Or I want to use I actually want to do the minor illusion first before I get everyone's attention.
Sure. Yeah. Like I said, you can use your musical instruments as part of casting a spell. So like I'm imagining you're playing the horn in such a way that it sounds like the wail, the squeal of an injured or just recently dead animal, right?
Like
It's amazing.
Something like that.
Amazing.
All right. So I need a performance check, right?
Yeah, give us a roll of that old performance.
Come on, performance. Help me out here.
can we just
An
get Kelly in
11.
the chat?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me see what the passive wisdom of a zombie is. And the passive wisdom of a bugbear. Very interesting. All right. All right. We'll see how that plays out once we get to bugbears and zombies on the turn order. Your image of a dying animal.
Thick one. Real meaty.
Let's see here.
In my head movies, it's a moose.
No, I want something fattier. Something like a big old cow.
Like a cow, huh?
Yeah, like a big injured cow, like clearly injured.
Is that what cows sound like when they're dying, though?
Yep. It's canon.
That's canon. Exactly. Thank you, DM. Look, you built the world. I'm just
Living
playing
in it.
Yeah.
I never had call for an injured cow noise before, but that's what it is now. All right, let's fucking
Reference
cow.
aerodynamics of a cow.
cow-like creature. All right.
Well, okay, it's a cow-like creature.
You actually had a thing for that. Okay, this
It
is
is also dead.
I didn't think there was actually a thing for that.
The internet's
Oh.
great.
This is amazing.
So give me one minute.
Ooh, nice blood splatter too.
Move that to the back. And we'll move it right there. How about that? How's that?
Perfect.
That look good? Nice. Whoops. Oops.
Uh-oh.
I forgot there was 2 versions on the map. Be quiet. You didn't see anything. There's no man behind the curtain. Look away. All right. So your dead cow image appears, and is now the skeleton's turn. Let's see which skeletons are still fighting. It's just these 2 guys. One still has a bow. The skeleton with the bow is going to try and shoot Reshi. The actual Reshi.
Goody.
The short bow, 22 to attack Reshi. Good lord. Sorry.
Look at
You take 6 piercing damage as an arrow shoots into your body. The other skeleton is going to fight the lizard man with a short sword and critically fail and drop his sword. Skeleton's gone.
Wait, no, the
Layla.
skeleton dropped his sword.
Layla is gonna try and get rid of the she's gonna try and get rid of the bugbear, I think. Cause then that will free up those other lizard folk to go swarm the skeletons while you guys take out you guys take out the guards by the door. Or not the guards, but you know what I'm saying. The guys fighting the guards at the door. 11 is not going to be enough to shoot the bugbear. Alright, she's going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 up to here. And just hope that the lizard folk can hold out against these guys. Alright, Reshi, you're up.
Okie dokie. I'm gonna head.
You can run between
close to
these
the-
lizard folk and skirt around the fight and get to the guards, probably.
Should I go after this bugbear down here, or should I just bypass him?
We could probably take out that bugbear.
You could probably take out that bugbear. Yeah. Or what
I mean,
Layla was trying to
they
do.
got two lizard guys there on him.
Are they okay? So I could just.
I'd
go up.
bypass him.
I think that's a smart thing to do.
You'd only get to about the cow on one move, though.
And then I couldn't do anything anyway, because I can't do breath weapon again, can I?
No. Not until you take a short rest.
Okay,
So
so I'm just gonna go
You
after
could
this.
use part of your
Well-
movement to get to the bugbear, attack him, and then if he dies, you could try and use the rest of your movement.
Yeah. You could do that.
I think I'll move up and hold, because I feel like we're gonna get more combat out of those guys. Or what does the team think? I mean, do you guys think I should just go after this bugbear here?
Yeah, you can go to like up right next to the cow and just hold your action in case those guys turn to fight you.
What do you guys
Or
think?
if you have like you could pick up like a javelin off of that guy down there, and you could throw it at the. one
I'm
of these
hoping
three
to
guys.
distract those guys with a cow. Let's pull those guys up there, and then we could do something goofy with that.
Get this bugbear. Okay, I'm gonna go for it. That's just what I do. I'm gonna pull into this bugbear and then I'm gonna just
Right in this guy
try
right
and
here.
hit him.
Bust his
Yes, sir.
ass.
Sounds good.
Bust his ass, Roshi.
All right, so unarmed strike. I can still do that, right? Correct.
Yeah, yeah.
Wait, Miss Reshi.
16 will hit, right?
16 will hit.
You should be
And
in
then I
this
hit
space
unarmed
here
strike again.
because I can protect.
Oh, that's crap.
I mean, she could go there with the same amount of movement, and she'd be next to you for protection.
All right, we'll do that and just go with my unarmed strike. I already rolled and did the. It's not very good, but
Hey, like I said, these guys are strong. You punch him in the right in the side. Right in the side. You kind of knock the wind out of him. You still, if you want, you can use a key point. You don't have to. Just let me know what you're doing.
I haven't used any yet. What would I use it on? The Fury Blows or Flurry of Blows?
Yeah, you used one key point on Flurry of Blows. You have
Two, and I have
three
one
before
left.
and short. Yeah, you have three between short rests.
Don't you get one per monk level?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
just
I got
level
3 now. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna do it, and we'll see what happens.
Everybody is level 3 in the campaign. And she used one
That's
on Flurry of
not
Blows at the beginning of
terrible.
the fight. 10 is not gonna hit the bugbear.
Shit. Stupid fucking bugbear.
You still have, when you do Flurry of Blows, you get 2 attacks.
Do you still have bardic inspiration? You could try the d6, see if that gets it over the edge for you. If you think
That is
that'll work.
true. Yeah. Use that.
What do I
Bardic
use for that
Inspiration.
then?
Just roll a d6. In the left-hand kind of vertical menu on the left-hand side of your screen, there's like a d20 looking thing. You hover over
There's-
that, you can like roll the.
There's a D6 and a 2, 3, and a 4, and a 5. Which one do I click on?
Just
click
the
the
d6. Yeah, that will roll 1 d6. The 2, 3, 4, and 5 is if you want to roll multiples.
That was a 3, man. That was terrible.
Hey, it was worth a shot.
It was. I'm not saying it wasn't. It's terrible though.
Then
I'm
give us
rolling like
your
crap
other
tonight.
Flurry of Blows attack. Uh, 14 is also not good enough to go through their armor.
It's really hard to hit this dude.
It really is. I mean, 16's nothing to turn your nose up at low levels, you know. They're there to kill things and not get killed. That is gonna take us up to the lizard folk.
I have one person I have to put to bed. I'll be right back, guys. So
Alright.
sorry.
No worries. We'll see if we can kill this lizard guy. So, the one guy dropped his javelin, uses heavy club now. For 17. For 6, the bugbear takes a heavy blow. Ooh, the next one, the lizard folk critically hits. And does 6 bludgeoning damage. But that is just enough to take out that bugbear. You see the lizard folk guys are going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 5, 10, 15, 25. Over here. And they're going to start in on these skeletons. The guy who was fighting the bugbear, who hasn't taken his actions yet, he's going to attack with his club on the skeleton furthest up the hill. And 9 is going to miss. Another 9 is going to miss. The other lizard folk who's already fighting the guy lower down on the hill up closer to the cave mouth. He's going to fight with his club. A 6 and a 14 is going to hit the skeleton. He is fighting from a little bit below, so fighting at a, he's not Zorro here at the top of the stairs or anything, right? For 6, bludgeoning. He crunches in onto that skeleton's bones, weakening it significantly. That's going to leave you guys an open alleyway to get up to the guards at the door and help them out. Goblins are not in the fight with anything that we're looking at right now. The bugbear turns around to hear the wails of a dying cow. It looks a little confused, but then shrugs it off and returns to fight the lizard folk.
Balls.
He's going to fight the guy on the left with his Morning Star. Wait for that to come in. A 12 is going to miss the lizard folk. The zombies distracted. They now see a dead cow. They're going to move down here like this. The lizard folk, we're going to make a opportunity attack against those guys that are leaving. The first one for the one on the left. 7 is going to miss as the zombie slinks away. He was under covering fire from the bugbear attacking the guy to the left. The other one, the 11, is going to hit that zombie moving away from the right-hand side. He gets a little pierce, in the buttock there. But nothing too bad. The zombie doesn't even seem to notice. As these zombies fall to their knees and start shoveling dirt into their mouths. They don't understand that it's just an illusion, and they're cramming dirt down their gullets to fill their bellies for the night.
Good choice, Rowan. Really?
If you guys run past them without taking disadvantage or without taking disengage, they will have disadvantage on their opportunity attacks against you. So that will be their kind of punishment for falling for this illusion. They think they're eating a cow. They'll still swipe at anything that runs by, but they're more interested in eating this dead cow. We'll check. Yeah, those other dudes were skeletons. So we're up to Sif now.
Okay. Right. So I should be. Yep, I'm within 10. I'm going to lance strike this this zombie over here.
He is technically prone, so you would have advantage on your attack with a melee weapon.
Awesome. Loving it. Loving it. Love everything about it.
All these things are good.
So 24 hit.
24 hits. Your zombie takes your piercing damage.
Yeah.
Right. So D12 plus 4. Where you're looking at 13, sir.
A 13. Hell yeah. 13 damage coming in hot on that zombie. Ooh, baby.
Can I this is Sparta coming down from the sky on that one? Just pop.
Yeah, you kind of run up that cliff and kind of launch yourself off of a rock that's jutting out. You sort of do that jump, downward smash kind of thing as you pierce him in right between the clavicle and would that be the deltoid? Kind of up, because he's bent down, right? You stab him on the top of his shoulder, coming down into the collarbone.
I dig it. I love
so-
everything about it.
Is there any bonus actions, or do you have movement you want to continue to make? I don't know how far you went on that turn there.
Bonus action.
25.
Bonus
So
action.
you could end right here.
I still have 5 feet, but
Remember, you can climb up this way. This is just difficult terrain here.
no, I'm gonna stay where I'm at. I
So
think
you
that's
can-
everything for me.
Fair enough. I'm just saying, like, if you want to go around these guys, you could go up that, or that'd be 15 feet to there, and then on your next turn, right? You'd have
Yeah,
your
I'm
movement
I'm
time.
trying to take out this one to force a path for our allies. That's the only reason I even attacked it.
okay.
Otherwise, I was
Up
gonna
here.
go entirely around it.
Right. Cool. Damu.
I'm gonna attack the same zombie that he attacked with my trident.
Nice, sensing and opening. You could technically make it up to here. You wouldn't have to throw it if you wanted to do just a normal attack. I don't know if it's different for throwing than it is for
It is
melee.
prone still, right?
Oh yeah, it is prone, so you'd get advantage on the attack if you moved up here first.
Then I shall move.
Oh yeah, 17 is gonna fucking hit that guy hard.
Yeah.
So hard. 7 piercing damage
Stupid, dirty
the-
zombie.
to the stupid
Does it kill him?
dude. That totally kills him.
Yes.
That totally
This is
just like
perfect.
it looks up at you, big, juicy turtle. It's like somewhere in the back of its mind, it remembers what snapper soup tasted like from its previous life. But looking at you, its mouth agape with dirt dribbling down out of its mouth across its rotting chin, you put that spear right through like the top of his mouth as he's like mouth open, like right, just right through the top of his mouth into his brain. You just kind of kick the body off of your trident as this thing falls. It is going to make a Constitution check here, using its undead fortitude. The zombie drops to 0 hit points. Constitution save DC of 5 plus the damage taken, so 12. It must make a 12 on this Constitution saving throw.
Can I use my bardic inspiration to add damage to it real quick?
I don't think you can add damage with bardic inspiration. Can you? I don't think so.
I'll look it up.
Yeah, look up the thing for the lore.
Bardic
bard.
inspiration die changes when you reach a certain. No.
Ability check, attack, roll, or saving throw.
'Cause I know the Valor Bard gets something. I think you can add damage with the Valor Bard, but he's not Valor. He's
Oh, okay.
he's Lore Bard.
Because of them
Oh.
sweet, sweet cutting words.
Is my bardic inspiration gone now that I've used it?
Yes, it is. Oh yes. Speaking cutting words, can Genie cutting words the saving throw?
I would say yes. It's an ability check in his area. The saving throws. Oh yeah.
Well, ability checks are different than saving throws. Let me look up.
I don't know what I'm looking at.
Cutting words. Oh nope. The other page. It's at the bottom of the core page. Down here at the bottom. I'll put it in the chat here.
Wait, who took Sick Boy out?
Who took Thick Boy out? Oh, the bugbear next to you?
Mhm.
One of the lizard folk who are now fighting the
Nice.
skeletons behind you took him out. Cutting words, bardic inspiration. Enemy makes an attack roll, an ability check, or a damage roll. So not a saving throw. All right, this zombie is actually going to get up with 1 HP.
What?
Yeah, it's a
Damn it.
zombie. He's rising from the dead. Because
All right.
one
On
has
that
one
note,
HP.
I'm gonna finish my movement by moving in front of the left.
Oh, okay.
And then I'm gonna end my turn there.
Alrighty. Yeah, we're so close
Right,
to getting
close
in
enough.
there.
Yeah, I am.
See what happens
Sentinels
by the
mighty,
end of this round.
folks.
I might have to take a pee, but see what happens on this round. I wanted to either take a intermission or possibly end the show once we get into the cave, depending on people's ability to keep playing tonight. And I was like, man, I kind of want to get through this combat before because we're so close. But yeah, Rowan, you're up. The bugbear is really the threatening thing standing between you and moving on to the next scene. You got your zombies distracted with that cow. What you gonna do now, boy?
I want to run over here to this cliff and try to climb up.
Okay. Yeah. Let's see here. Sorry, I moved your character by accident. I thought it was on a different thing. 25 feet.
I get to like I don't know, like yeah.
Let's see. You could run up right here. That would be enough space. I think. Yeah. It's gonna take twice as much movement speed to get up, because it's difficult terrain.
Oh.
So like if you moved here, right, 15, 20, 25, then 30 to get up to that square. If you tried moving up next to Reshi, you'd already be at 25. To get to that square, it would be you wouldn't quite be able to do that because you have to run a little bit further to get. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I'll baby buffalo you. I ain't let nobody attack my bard. It ain't happening today. Sorry.
You could still run up next to Reshi. You could climb on the next turn, or you could dash as your action, which means you would not be able to attack or cast a spell, but you would be able to get, like over to like here or somewhere if you dashed. Any of these
Is this
squares.
high ground? Is this considered high ground?
That would be considered high ground. Yeah.
Okay, so if I got like to here,
Yeah.
okay. I want to do that then. Just go ahead and dash it. Well, let me
You can still give someone bardic
yeah, I was
inspiration
about
too.
to say, can I go ahead and give Ricky bardic since it's sitting right here?
Oh yeah.
All right, cool.
You can give Reshi her bardic inspiration.
What is your bardic word of wisdom this time?
Mine?
No, I'm running over there. Don't die.
I'll try.
That was easy. We did it.
Fully
I'll try
inspired.
as her fists are covered in somebody else's blood.
Yeah. So I'm here now.
All right, very nice. Skeletons are busy fighting lizard folk. Layla's turn. She's going to fire on the big bugbear guy. Trying to open up your entrance into the cave. So Eldritch Blast that boy. Jesus Christ, Layla, why? 13 not quite enough. She'll move.
Come join Sift in the love pool.
Trying to see what the most. Yeah, she won't move quite as far on this turn, but she'll move up into here. All right, Reshi.
do it.
Do you have enough movement? You could make it like that to get attacks on that bugbear. Or if you wanted to try and kill the zombie guy for your other allies to kind of move around them more safely.
Let's do the zombie.
Yeah. The good thing about this is you only have to beat an 8, and every single attack that you make that deals at least 1 damage, he's going to have to make that saving throw thing to die. So, you know, using your attack on this guy, especially if you use a key point to flurry if you need it, you could be the resident like zombie killer, you know, because they have that thing where they bounce up at the if they
Turn this fool into pink mist.
yeah.
Okay, so I've got unarmed strike. I'm gonna do that. I only have 1 key point left. I kind of want to save it for thick boy.
So let's just
So
see how
let's do
that
unarmed.
unarmed strike goes. That's a
Terrible.
critical fail.
I'm just not rolling
your
good
rolls have
tonight.
been, your rolls have
Just
been
Yeah.
terrible.
It's been all over the place tonight. But that is D&D for you. Those rolls are going to be all over the dang point at some points, you know. You're going to miss that attack. Like you said, probably good to conserve key, but you can use it if you want. I'm not trying to pressure you. I'm just letting you know what you can do before
No,
we
I'm
move on.
gonna save. I'm absolutely gonna save that key point.
Okay. Can't touch chapstick there. Lizard folk coming up. Let's see what happens here. First lizard is gonna attack the bloodied skeleton guy. 11 and a 7 are not gonna hit. Second guy, 2 javelin hits. 21 will hit, but only for 3 piercing. And then the last guy also trying to take out, you know, group effort, right? He's got a heavy club. Oh, a 19. So I'm gonna do 7. That is enough to take out that skeleton guy. And
Looks like the
He'll
tide's
make-
turning a little bit in our favor.
oh, maybe they're cleaning out the guys behind you. And then the lizard folk is gonna use his last attack here on the other skeleton guy, and that will also count for 5 damage. It looks like the other 2 are turning to come meet you guys, but they did not actually move on their turn as they were keeping, because that one skeleton guy was still alive. So just for clarification, I did this guy first, then this guy, then that guy, and it was this guy that killed. So without, you know, taking opportunity attacks from the still living skeleton, these guys are back here for right now. But these 2 look like they're going to turn and kind of come up and help you guys next round as the other guy finishes off that last skeleton. Goblins. Bugbear is going to attack lizard folk at the gate, smashing that Morningstar at the guy on the left. But yet again, he's not going to fight, actually hurt the lizard folk. He puts up his shield. You hear a large resounding thud. The lizard folk kind of winces in pain a little bit, but that is all that happens. Zombies spend their turn trying to eat the cow, bringing us to Sift.
Right. It's still prone, right?
Yeah, they are still prone.
Okay, I'm gonna move up right here into the middle, and I will attack with my lance on the one that has 1 HP.
Oh wait, they're prone. Reshi, you should have gotten another attack off there. Sorry about that. Yeah,
okay.
prone means they have advantage, and she only rolled the one roll. So what's that second roll there, Reshi?
Do you want to just hit the one that I already rolled up the top?
No, just throw me another attack. Another unarmed strike there. See, a
Much better.
14 will hit a zombie, so give me that damage.
Nice.
To see if Sif can save her turn to do something else.
I hit it twice by accident. Sorry,
Hey,
it just
no worries.
lagged and I didn't know if it hit it.
I just had to know what the zombie was rolling against. So 5 plus 5 is 10. It's Holy shit, Constitution 19. This thing does not want to die.
He's just hanging out.
Good try. You could have saved Sift a turn, but instead Sift is going to move in on the zombie.
All right.
You do have advantage on this attack, so we don't have to do that again.
I got a natural 20, sir.
Well, goddamn, dude. What's
Finally gonna get one tonight.
what's the damage for that? 5 plus
1d12 plus 4.
Cool. 1d12 plus 4 plus 5 for that DC. Sweet, sweet DC.
We'll use the red one because I want to splatter this sucker. We are looking at a grand total of 6.
6 for your attack.
Yeah, 2 plus 4.
Plus 4.
Oh, plus another 5.
Plus
Because
5 for the DC, right? Yeah, so 11 is the DC. Jesus Christ, 21 on that Constitution check. That is mad bonkers. Zombies are freaking hard, dude.
So I'm gonna stand Bastion here, and I'm gonna tell everyone around me, go ahead. It can't hurt you. I am inviting everyone on our team to literally run past these guys. Trust me, it's worth it.
10-4.
Alright. Speaking of everybody else on your team, Damu, you're one of those people.
I think I'm gonna cast Word of Radiance.
Ooh, yeah.
He's tired of the zombies standing up. Let me just solve this problem. Boom.
Each creature of your choice, so you can see. So each creature of your choice. All right. So 2 Constitution saves from the Zambarinos. First one, injured one. 17 is probably gonna beat your spell save DC. I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Second one, not injured one. Critical.
Jeez.
My God. What is wrong with these zombies, you guys? They are going against literally everything a zombie is meant to do right now.
I love the visual of these 2 zombies just munching on this like pile of dirt while we beat the shit out of them.
And they just don't
Just hanging
care.
out.
And
Yeah,
they
they don't
They
care.
just don't care.
Don't care.
Oh, The Walking Dead is my ringtone. Like, I love zombies. This is not. It's not making me like zombies.
I
No,
use
these are
I
magical
cast
zombies.
Shield of Faith on Reshi.
Thank you, love.
It adds +2 to your AC.
Da beef.
Very cool. Alrighty.
And yeah, I can still move, can't I?
Yeah, you can still move. If you move, though, both of those zombies will get, unless you move there. Is that where you're moving?
Yep, that's where I'm moving.
All right, cool. You haven't broken their threat yet, so they don't get an attack of opportunity on you.
Oh man, I wanted the sentinel.
I knew what you were going for. Rowan.
Hi.
Hi.
All right. I need to look around. I need to find a big ass rock.
How big is a big ass rock?
Big enough to throw off the edge of this cliff and bludgeon something.
There's some big ass rocks up the hill from you. How strong are you though?
I mean, as big as I can carry. It doesn't have to be like. I'm not like. Okay.
There's one not too far from the cow, though. Is that closer?
Yeah, but he'd have to run all the way over
Run
there.
back down.
Oh,
after
and then
everybody-
grab it
middle,
up here.
Okay. All right. Okay. Let's.
Or you could run over there
That's silly.
and grab one. But yeah, there's no rocks like big enough for blood, like to just drop off the side and hurt anybody in your immediate vicinity. There's some like rocks you can pick up and use as like sling projectiles or something like that. But
I don't have a sling. Let's. Let me look and see what I can do here. Sorry. I had something in my head and I goofed it.
Well, you should be sorry. It's all your fault, man. Just kidding.
Can I charm?
Yeah, I think so. Bugbears are a playable class, playable characters.
Okay.
So yeah, you could charm person the bugbear.
All right.
Ooh, interesting.
I'm gonna try to charm him.
All right. Am I rolling against that 14 of yours? Wisdom saving. A 12 does not beat a 14.
Not the
Nice.
wisest bugbear.
It's charmed by you until the spell ends or until you or your companions do anything harmful to it. The charmed creature regards you as a friendly acquaintance. When the spell ends, the creature knows it was charmed by you. So, do you speak Goblin?
Oh no.
Just a question.
No, I don't think I speak Goblin.
No. The bugbear kind of turns and looks at you, and he says in broken calm, he's like, "Oh, hey, Daryl, what's going on, man? It's good to see you here." He's just standing there, I guess, if nothing else is going on in the world.
I don't. It's gonna be hard to communicate with him. Bugbear guy. Can we pass? Can we just go through? Is that cool?
He says, "Oh yeah, anything for you, man. You're cool. I like you. Just like go on in, and try and like kill all those lizards, right?
Yeah. Sure thing, dude.
For the pack."
For the pack. Woo! For the pack.
Right on, dude. Right on.
For the horde.
Well, guys, I think I solved our bugbear problem here.
Yeah, that is one way to get around that problem. Now we can only kill these damn zombies.
I have a feeling. I have a feeling something bad's about to happen, though.
Well, unless you want to move, if you want to like move into the cave or something, you could do that. So you were like here. So that's just 20 feet of movement. You could move another 10 feet in if you wanted.
Nice.
Be there. Let's go to Layla's turn. She is just gonna run right on past. She's gonna move 5, 10, 15, 20. Oh god, stretch her out. 5, 30.
There's a weird black
Should be
hole there.
five
Everything
head
just
real
gets
fast.
stretched.
Yeah. I think she'll just dash to get on the far side. Let's put her right up there. I think she can technically move maybe 5.
Is
or 10
the
more
zombie
feet.
going to attack?
Yeah, the zombie's gonna weakly attack of opportunity.
I am going to sentinel. The first time I have ever gotten to use.
It's gonna it's gonna miss with its slam attack. On Layla, at least. Go ahead and sentinel that guy.
How about a 19?
The 19's gonna hit him. How much damage?
Let's
Can
do
you
it.
kill the guy? Can you kill the zombo?
How about 15?
Whoa, baby! 15 plus 5. Constitution of 20. It only rolled a 17. I accidentally forgot to take off the disadvantage, but that doesn't matter. 17 is not enough to beat a 20. Zombie's dead.
Yay!
That zombie is dead.
Yay.
That is my most satisfying kill.
Did
So then, Reshi, you're clear to just run into that cave right now. That bugbear is charmed and non-hostile for like the next minute or so.
Mama is running.
So yeah, Reshi, your movement's 40, so you can get at least up to Genie, and then if you wanted to run any further into the cave, we can discuss that in a little
No, I'm
bit.
hanging by Jean. It's cool.
Lizard folk are not stupid, and they do speak common, so they know what's going on.
Okay, awesome. Because I was waiting for them to smack him and undo that.
The bugbear, he's just kind of watching you, Genie. He's like, oh yeah, man, I remember good times. I like that guy. It's pretty cool. he kind of turns to fucking Damu. Almost said Turtar again. He turns to Damu. He's like, hey, are you with Daryl? He's a pretty cool dude, right? I've known him since I was a little pup. We went on our first raids together. You know, man, that guy. Oh, so cool. I wish I was more like Daryl.
God, I love this spell so much. This is so clutch and so fantastic. Thank you.
Zombies eating some more cows, and Sif, we're up to you now.
Sift is going to move up to here and strike the zombie.
Okay.
19 again.
Ooh, baby.
And 10.
All right. You do some massive
I do
damage
chunks.
to this zombie. And kind of turns and hisses at you. It's like, why are you doing this, man? I just want to eat this cow. Anything else on your turn?
That's all I can do.
Okie dokie. I didn't know if you wanted to keep moving or anything like that.
Actually, yes. I now that I think about this, I will keep moving, and I will run up here with the guys,
Nice.
Do it.
accepting the opportunity attack for potential shenanigan.
It will. Disadvantage because it's prone, and it's distracted. So 13.
Okay. I will see if it tries to hit a clone instead, which will change how this goes. And that's a natural 20, so it will try and hit a clone, and I will sentinel attack.
Well, dang, dude. Now, does that leave you to use your reaction to Sentinel?
Yes.
Because
I
you
will
already-
no
you
longer
did
have a
that.
reaction. Well, this is a new turn, because my turn rolled over here, so I would have a reaction.
I thought that happened at the beginning of the round, but okay. No, I think you're right. I think it's on your turn that those refresh.
We're looking at a 15.
15 will hit.
And we're looking at a 9.
So 9 plus 5 is a 14. Because the 9 is enough to take him down to 0. So we need a 14 or 13 or lower. Maybe it's a 13. 2 zombies in one turn.
Nice.
So Damu, you are free to enter the cave. The bugbear is still calm at
Close
this
combat
point.
shenanigans.
The lizard folk will wait until you're kind of further down the cave before they start fighting it again. So that you guys, don't get bugbear up your butt too quickly. But with that, I know we got started a little late. I don't know how late everybody can play tonight, but let me know if you guys want to keep going. There is another map that I have prepared, but we can always get to that next week if people need to close up shop here.
I think that's
Ah.
a good stopping point.
Yeah, that
Sure.
gives us a good
Yeah,
opportunity
yeah,
here.
yeah.
Alrighty. So then, let's just quickly do some narrative stuff. You guys slink your way through the caves. There's not too many twists and turns and stuff. As you approach the chamber where you saw the lizard folk roasting some goblins and sacrificing them to their lizard folk gods, you hear the sounds of clanging battle before you. And let me see if I can do this. Copy your characters as we come over to this new map here. And paste all of your tokens. Is that gonna work? Uh-oh. Roll20's frozen.
Will we hit a rest at all, or are we still just going to go with what we have happening right now?
We're still in battle.
I mean,
Okay.
if you guys want to take a rest, you know you have to spend at least an hour resting to take a short rest, which would put you guys basically spending an hour inside the cave entrance with a bugbear that's going to get mad at you in a minute. But
And there's a lot of nasty stuff in this room too.
Well, I'm at 15 hit points, and I'm at -2 key. So it's up to you guys. I mean, I'd like to go in full, but if you guys want to just go full on next time, that's fine too.
When did you take a second set of damage? Because Damu healed you originally.
He did the first time, then I
she got hit
hit
by an
another
arrow.
one. Yeah.
Arrow. Okay, I didn't hear. I don't remember hitting the arrow.
I mean,
I can give you healing potions too. I have a bunch of them.
Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna be
Potion.
down 2 key, which is fine too. Like I said, I'll go into it without it. No big deal.
But yes, you see that this room is full of enemies.
Yeah. We probably don't have time for a rest. Okay.
I mean, you also would have. I mean, if those lizard folk can't kill that bugbear, he's gonna be coming right for Genie, because he knows that it's been charmed.
Wow.
yeah. I kind of we
So if you guys want to rest, you're gonna, you can
did some
attempt it.
shenanigans to get in here quickly.
You know,
I
you can
don't
attempt
think
it,
at
but
this
some
moment
things
we
will
have
happen.
the time.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, if I have to make some, I have to make some rolls.
Look, we've got some potions, right? I've got healing
Yeah, you
word.
get potions.
If shit gets really bad.
Layla
a
has
little bit.
non-spell slot healing that she can do too. So,
And
you-
I
you can heal you
have
up.
a bunch of healing potions, like a ridiculous amount,
Yeah,
and
I think
I
we're
still
good.
have healing spells.
Yeah, we'll be okay.
All right.
I think we're good.
We'll
You'll just
roll with
you'll
it
be-
next week.
Yeah, you'll be down a little bit of key. In fact, how about you roll? If you want to, do you want to drink a potion, or do you want to have Layla heal you up?
I'll have Layla heal me. That's fine.
Okay, she's got a pool of d6s that she can use. She'll try and heal you for a d6. Plus her charisma. You only took 6. It doesn't matter. She rolled a 6 on her dice.
Yes.
It is GM roll to me. So you'll gain 6 HP for the beginning of this fight. As you can see, there are goblins all over this joint. You see some armored, some less than armored lizard folk, and some zombies and some bugbears and some goblins kind of duking it out inside this cave. As the lead, I say lead because they're closest to the entrance. You see this lead lizard folk up here. They hiss out in common. They say, "Heroes to the nest! They're attacking the younglings." And he gives you a point back in this direction. into the caves back there. And with that, we're gonna call it a game. You guys will you'll be
Yay.
assaulting this little cave here. Next session. I want to thank you all for playing tonight.
Thank you, DM.
It was a blast. It was
And,
fun, guys.
That was rad.
Hopefully next week's we won't have so many misses, and this fight here will go a little faster. And yeah, you guys will be able to talk to the lizard folk and get this whole thing rolling, as it were. This their tentative alliance of yours. But yeah, that'll do it for us here. Make sure if you guys want to follow us on the socials, if you guys have socials you want to shout out, feel free. I don't know how in the public eye you guys want to be. You can follow me on Foulsham_art all across the socials. I do artwork and draw comics set in this universe that we are playing a game in. Different characters it's focused on in different part of the world. But yeah, that's what I do. I draw comics.
I am Genie Bruh at Genie Bruh on all places that you can type in the word Genie Bruh, one word,
Nice.
and find me. Also on Twitch, where we do a lot of the stupid shit that you see me doing right now.
You can follow me, but I don't stream right now. COVID. Fucking COVID.
Damn you, COVID. Damn you,
To be
COVID!
continued though. I will stream again, just not recent or anytime soon.
Okay. Singretti, Abstracto, any shout outs you guys want to do?
I stream a movie on my channel every Monday, regular actual cinema movies. So stop by and come check it out if you're into that kind of thing.
Yeah, like good storytelling, not like this crazy little stream.
Oh, it's a blast.
enjoyed
Movie
this
Mondays
stream.
are a
This was cool.
blast.
Fun. Shut your stupid face.
I'm Mr. Abstracto. You can find me at Mr._Abstracto on both Instagram and I think Twitter. And I'm thinking about starting streaming again, so you'll find me at Mr._Abstracto on Twitch as well.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
Whoop.
All right, follow Abstracto for all those cool comic and cartoon drawings as well. Two of us artists guys on the side of the screen. Thanks everybody for watching. Stick around. We're gonna raid someone after the credits roll. But that's it. I want to thank everyone for watching. Remember, you guys can use channel points to mess around with the game. So stock those channel points up for next week, and we'll see you. Thanks for watching, everybody. Wash your hands.
Later.
Stay inside.
Wash your hands. Don't touch your face.
Bye bye.